And he came with a bouquet. This is the first bouquet in my life. And it spilled out so much. He started demanding that I give him back his money for buying me dinner. And I didn't give him anything in exchange. And he offered to hold my bag. He said, "Well, this is a heavy bag. Let me take it." The second time we went on a date, I paid. Because he didn't have money, one time I was sick with the flu, and people, imagine. He made me chicken soup. And he made the noodles himself. Hi everyone, I'm with you, Janie, and this is College Russian. My viewers often ask me how I feel about Russian men. And I thought, well, today is a holiday, Defender of the Fatherland Day. I think, well, this is a good reason to make a video about how I feel about Russian men and what my experience with them is. I mean, first I want to congratulate you and thank you for protecting us, and also for the fact that you and my experience with you, in my opinion, changed my life for the better. In this video I'll tell you why that is, well, in order to fully appreciate how much this experience with Ukrainian Russian men has influenced me. You first need to understand what kind of relationship I had before I went to Russia. I was in a relationship with an American guy for 3 years. And during those 3 years, people, listen. We went on 2 dates. And he gave me 2 gifts. During those 3 years, and I think that's just how it is. Well, the first date, it was my birthday, so he paid. He was great. The second time we went on, I paid because he didn't have money, and well, he had money. But he just didn't want to spend his money on me. Because he wanted to buy himself a new guitar, and that's more important than treating his girlfriend to dinner. Well, that's how the relationship was for me. I've had many more stories that are even worse than this, and you will understand that when I came to Russia, I had such an experience with men, with American men. I had never dated a foreigner at that time. So you can imagine the shock when I went on a date with a Russian man for the first time. And he came with a bouquet. This is the first in my life. Not a bouquet, and of course he paid for everything. That's very interesting, shocking. Shocking, impressive, and the moment, it was when he offered to hold my bag. It was so strange, that is, of course, well, it doesn't happen very often in that a person opens the door for you, but I knew that it was so, it should be so. But in Russia they open doors for you. And he offered to hold my bag. He said, "Well, it's a heavy bag, yes, I will take it, so that you don't feel uncomfortable." Well, this was unheard of for me. Here's another very interesting moment. I was walking down the street with a Russian man. And he said, well, we were walking next to each other down the street. He said, well, come here, because I was walking next to the street. And he said that it was dangerous, he wanted to protect me. Well, this is so sweet, this is so sensitive, seriously. The first time in my life a man courted me like that. This is before Russia, I would never have imagined that there are such men in the world who court their girls so sensitively. By the way, it wasn't even my boyfriend, these were just my male friends. And here's another difference between Americans and Russians. Russians are ready, Russians and Ukrainians. Because I also have experience with Ukrainians, they are ready too. Wait a long, long time and court a girl for a long, long time. But I have such a story with an American man. I went on a date with him. He paid, well done, he paid for dinner, but at the end of the evening. And he accompanied me to the door and I saw that he was trying to kiss me. And I turned the other way, didn't let him kiss me. And he got so upset, he started demanding that I give it back to him. Money for him buying me dinner. And I didn't give anything in exchange, that's very typical. They expect something in exchange on the first date. They're not very naked on that first date, they come without bouquets, there are no gifts, no compliments. That is, one, and I had a very, very good friend who cared about me a lot. One time I got the flu, and people, imagine. He cooked me and chicken soup, and he made the noodles himself. He's such a great guy, he cared about me so much. And the most interesting thing about this friend was that, although it turned out later, a few years later, that he was in love with me all this time, but I didn't notice. Because he never hit on me. That's why Russian men changed my life for the better. Because they raised my expectations and standards. What I expect from men, now if a man makes me pay for dinner. I understand that I am a more traditional girl and want a more traditional relationship. Well, that's all for today. I hope that it made you a little happy to hear that one American woman somewhere respects Russian Ukrainian men, is very grateful to them that they helped her, and expect the best from men. Thank you very much, congratulations on your holiday. And that's all for today, see you next week, bye.